So you want to learn about IFTA. What is IFTA? How do you get it? How do you conquer it? Well, I'm going to let you know all of that right after these messages. I'm blicked up. Better safe than sorry. You'll never be sorry being safe.
Let's ride with the killing going on in the world every day.
Blicked up.
Better safe than sorry, but never be sorry for being safe.
Can't put my faith in no alarm system. I'd rather put my faith in God and my own pistol that I keep hosted in my blicked up. That's more convenient than it being in the safe. So I switched up and put my...
All right, we back. You already know what time it is. So IFTA, I don't know what it stands for. So it stands for like infused friction, togetherness, and awareness. It don't stand for that. It's like fuel tax. The FT stand for like fuel tax. So IFTA basically is like this balancing act, right? So like you ride through each state in America, and whatever state you're going through, you're going to calculate those miles that you go through that state, and they're going to say, all right, we got a charge for you coming through our state with that truck that's going to tear up our roads, because that's a heavy truck and it's heavy on our roads. So we need to be compensated so many cents per mile that you go through our state. So if you go through Indiana the whole way across, and you go 328 miles across Indiana to get to Illinois, and you go 12 miles to Illinois and then deliver, Indiana like, hey, we got to get paid for this, you know what I'm saying? You sliding through here like that, you know what I'm saying? So that's basically what IFTA is. And how do you pay IFTA? By buying diesel. If you buy diesel in a state, the taxes go toward that. So it's like, oh, well, you pay a little taxes over here, so you might be all right. You know what I'm saying? We only going to charge you $23 for going through this whole state. But you paid, you know what I'm saying, $47 in taxes in this whole state, so you good. So basically, every 3 months, you have to file your quarterly IFTA reports. If you are an owner-operator, even if you signed on to a company, the company is doing that work. So I'm going to show you how to move to the next step. So don't click out of this like, well, I'm signed on to a company, they do my IFTA. Do you ever plan on getting your authority? Well, you're going to have to do this on your own. And when you're out there struggling and scratching the bottom of your neck, I ain't never scratched the bottom of my neck struggling with IFTA. Just thinking about IFTA make me want to scratch the bottom of my neck. Is it time to file? No, but for real, look, right? This is how it works. So the easiest way to do that is it's a fuel purchase. How many miles did you go through this state? So one of the best ways to calculate the miles is through your logs. If your logs is hooked into your truck and you got the GPS going, it will calculate it all. You just go to the IFTA thing and it will tell you like, hey, what quarter are you trying to file? First quarter? First quarter is January through the end of March, right? We're just going to do first quarter, and then, you know, every 3 months after that is quarter. It's 4 quarters of the year. You already know what it is. We're not going to go over that because we all grown and we know what that is, right? So, bam. So, whatever quarter you want to file, then, you know, you look in your logs. If you got to keep trucking or whatever it is, it will let you know, like, hey, for this quarter, if you are regional, let's just say you went 365 miles through Michigan, 2,468 miles through Indiana, and 468 miles through Illinois. Let's say you got your authority, you run a little short stuff, you know what I'm saying, like me. That's like how my IFTA be. I don't run a lot of miles. I try to get more money for the mile. So the point is, all right, so bam, you got that. So it's all calculated. So on your IFTA report, when you're putting it in, you're going to put in exactly what it's telling you. You just put it, it's going to say how many states you run through. You click all the states that you ran through. And then it's gonna say how many miles did you run through each state. You just put it in. Do this much, this much, this much. Now, that is if you're using your logs. But if you don't have the log plugged in and you just whining and dining and you not plugged in, you got the electronic log or whatever the case may be, or maybe you don't pay with logs, right? So, what do? The GPS, the Garmin's. I know Garmin got it, and I'm almost sure if Garmin got it, Rand McNally got it. Like the bigger ones, you get those, they got it. When you're going through them states, it's calculating everything. It's just looking at you like, look at how much he humps. That dude is really tight. No, the GPS is not saying that. Maybe. So the GPS is calculating all your IFTA up. Okay? So when it's time to file your IFTA, just go snatch that thing out. IFTA. Q1. Now you take this, sit it to the side, go to the IFTA website, and you put in your mileage. That's easy, right? Bam. Done. Ooh, yes. Now, fuel card. You got an EFS fuel card, or I just know about EFS. Them like the biggest fuel cards that I know of is EFS. So you got an EFS fuel card, log in. EFS is made by WEX. WEX got an app. You go into the WEX app, or you go onto the WEX website, or the EFS website. I think it's the EFS website. Call whoever your fuel card is through. And you say, you know what? I need to log in. You get them logged in, and then you just go to the IFTA part. It's going to tell you all your purchases for the quarter. It's going to say, you got 268 gallons in Michigan. You got 678 gallons in Indiana. You got 323 gallons in Ohio, and you got 178 gallons in Illinois. Cool. You put that in. Now you press that last button, calculate, or something like that, or next, calculate. It's a button. You press the button. I don't know what it say on it, but it's a button to move to the next screen, and then it's gonna do all the calculations for you. And then after you add everything in, guess what it's gonna say? With the fuel you bought and the miles you traveled, state to state, it's going to do the calculations. It's going to say, we owe you $23.53. Well, send me my money. Bam. Your IFTA is completed. It is very simple. It is the simplest thing. I used to stress out over it. I used to be like, oh my God, how I'm going to calculate these amount now? It is super easy. Man, there's electronic devices that'll do all the work for you. All the work. GPSs that'll track it. Only thing you got to do is make sure you use it for every load. It don't matter. If you like whatever you must do, just do it for every load. If you got the GPS, put in key in every load. See me, I got bad direction skills, so I got a key in every load. And then it's, matter of fact, long as it's on, it's watching you. Just keep it plugged up, it's on, it's watching you. Good. It knows where you're going. You going through this state and this state, this state, this state. It's watching you calculate, I think. And then, like, last but not least, on the other side of it is that if you using a log, and listen, last but not least, this the last part. If you are like a super calculated person, or you got a wife that's on the truck, or husband that's on the truck with you, and they like your secretary, because I ran into a couple, and I'm jealous of them, y'all. See that lip? Let me put some liquor on it. Sometimes I'll be doing what I'm about to say, and it'd be hilarious. So look, right, I ran into a couple, and it was a wife couple, once again, right? And the wife drove, and the other wife was the secretary. So in that situation, if you're doing the IFTA, you know what you do? GPS system or the log. Only thing you got to do is enter in your fuel. How many gallons, where you bought it from. Every time. You tell your husband or wife or whoever you with, or buddy, friend, whoever you with that's on the truck with you every time, you tell them like, hey, look, every time I fill up and I get done, I want you to just look on that app and put it in the GPS every time. Then guess what? All the work is done for you. All your calculations is in one place. and you're done. Like Nancy Reagan would say, you're done. You're done. Clean up, go clean out your locker, you're done. You're done. I gotta stop drinking this stuff. It make me too much fun. And my wife is home, and I swear to God, she got pretty feet. And I'm about to go downstairs, and she got some nail polish. I swear to God, and I'm about to go downstairs with them pretty feet and that nail polish. And get my feet done. I'm just playing. You already know this. Your boy too, having too much fun, having my sip, enjoying my time. You already know. If you don't want to end up in a box, man, I bit my lip, think outside of it.